The old airbrush look technique. So I made this artwork outside of the computer a couple years ago, and you'll notice in the background there's a cool looking airbrush look. And I've been trying to figure out how to do that in Photoshop, and I think I finally figured it out. Make a new layer here. You don't want to mess with the original layer, because if you mess up, you mess up. You don't want to mess up the original layer. So come over here to your brushes. If you click the little button up here, I'm in CS4. I know there's C 2017. This is like my 2009 version. But you can do, I mean, if I can do this in CS4, you can do it in anything. We're going to go down here to Airbrush. We're going to click on 300 here, which is Airbrush Soft Round 300. And I'm going to click and drag. I'm on a Wacom Cintiq, and I'm using a stylus to soften. See how it's fading? It gets dark over here. And then I'm down here, and then I go up and I fade it so you don't see. It's kind of, so it's nice when you're using the stylus pen on the Wacom Cintiq. Using a mouse is like this. That's what's going to happen if you use a mouse. Don't want to do that. So next thing we want to do is click on dissolve for the color blend mode, and then you'll get this really cool looking pixelated effect, which doesn't look too much, doesn't look like this side over here, but it's getting closer. And this is where you want to go. You want to go this route. Now, if you get in really close, you'll notice that it looks like an old video game splatter or something like Doom or something. But if you come over here on the left side, you'll notice that it's nice and soft airbrush on that side. It's like a nice gradient, but it's a little harsher than a gradient. So how am I going to get that look? Okay, so I'm thinking I could blur this layer. So filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and let me bring, I like 0.9 is what I've been going at, but let me click it, bring it up, and notice how the pixelation is just getting less and less. It's not blurring. So, oh man, how are we going to fix this? Okay, so cancel that. My fix on this, so I know that I have dissolve selected here, and if I click on normal, it goes back to the airbrush look. So, how am I going to make that dissolve look normal? Is how I did it. Made a new layer, flatten those two layers, merge the layers together. Now the layer looks like a dissolve effect, but it's now normal. Now I can blur it. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Ta-da! So there we go. And then we can bring the blur up. That's too much. I want to bring it to where it looks like the airbrush on the left side over there, kind of digging 1.0. See if we can go any further. You don't want to go further than that. You want to, let me see, 0.9. Let's click on OK. So now it's looking like the left side. And some of it might be too dark. You might take the opacity down on it if you want. Bring it up a little bit. Darken, lighten. Now you're saying, well, it's all over the artwork. Okay, so that's the next step. You guys can stop the video or watch how I do that next part. Click on mask and get a hard round brush. Zoom in, and I make my brush bigger. And you'll notice that I'm using the Wacom Cintiq stylus. I can go thin to thick real easily. And what I do is I'll go in and whack it real quick and go outside of the lines a little bit so that I can come back and fix them. Get rid of this up here, nice and square line. Zoom in, push it up a little bit, zoom back out so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now you're working with a mask, and you see where all the black is in that mask? That's where the image is it's being taken away. It's concealing the image. So you can either paint it out, or you can do foreground color shortcut key on an Apple, which would be the Command Delete, or actually Alt Delete, sorry. And there you go. And that's almost it. I'm going to go in there and play around now and fix the using the white on the mask to bring the artwork back. The part that we did, the airbrush technique part. This is where you have to get intricate because you want it to be nice and look like it's seamless with the artwork. And there we have it, the airbrush look inside of Photoshop. It doesn't look exactly like the left side, but it looks close enough. And if I was really anal about this, I would get rid of the left side and redo the left side to make it look like the right side. But I am not that anal. Let me just fix that part right there. Now I'm happy.